Little hinges swing big doors. That's a quote by W. Clement Stone, author, philanthropist, and entrepreneur. No doubt you've heard that quote before, but did you know that this also applies to the math behind your sales funnels? Let me show you what I mean. Imagine you have a high-ticket offer that sells for $2,500, the bare minimum you should charge if you're a coach or a consultant. So if you're not charging that yet, we should probably talk. Now, one of the funnels I've seen working really well for this type of offer is social proof, application to sales call flow. So let's set up some simple math to help paint a picture. Let's say that you have an opt-in that converts at 20%, which flows into an application that converts at 5%. Now imagine that 80% of the people who schedule a call with you actually show up for a meeting, and you end up converting 10% of those into paying clients for a one-time fee of $2,500. With me? Good. So you're in a tougher niche, and the traffic source you use is costing you about $3 per click. And you send 1,000 clicks per month, which equals a traffic investment of $3,000 per month. So let's see what that does. Looks like you just set $3,000 on fire. But what if we were able to make some small tweaks to optimize our funnel? Let's say that you bumped the front-end conversion to 25% instead of 20%, improved the application and calendar page to 8%, managed to get 85% of the people on the phone, and worked your butt off to get 12% in the sales conversion side of things. All right, so now we're talking. That 5% plus 3% plus 5% plus 2% just turned your $3,000 loss into a $5,000 gain with an $1,854 net after merchant fees and such. Now, obviously, these are numbers that don't include anything like refund rates or anything that you could do with some fancy retargeting or having an email follow-up sequence, but that's not the point. The point is that you've just turned a $3,000 loss into a $5,000 gain with simple, small tweaks. And that's a massive shift. It literally means that you can spend as much money as you can get your hands on to scale this thing. But let's take a look at some slightly bigger improvements, just so you understand the true power of the small hinge effect. So in scenario 3, let's say you do a 30% conversion on the front end, 10% on the application, 90% show up rate, and a 20% sales conversion. Congratulations, you just gave yourself a $90,000 per year raise without lowering your CPC or increasing your ad spend a single penny. This scenario means you put in $3 and get $12.50 out every time. Pop quiz. How many times should you put $3 in? Now, you may be thinking that anyone can put numbers in to make a funnel either work or not. Sure, that's true, but these numbers didn't come out of thin air. They are the exact KPI metrics that one of my mentors, Sam Ovens, has benchmarked from his thousands of students running millions of dollars in ad spend every month. The numbers in the first scenario are the worst case KPIs to shoot for, while the figures in scenario 3 are the higher end of the average student performance range. More importantly, stop thinking about this on the surface level. What I've just shown you is a key to funnel success. Funnelnomics is about identifying the KPIs that you need to hit in order to make your revenue dreams come true. There are several pieces of critical information that running this type of simulation tells you about everything from pricing to CPC tolerance to the proper conversion rate optimization order of operations. Did you catch any from this quick case study? I'll give you a couple for the price you just paid for admission. In both scenarios 2 and 3, we made money. That means our EPC, right here, or our earnings per click, were higher than our CPC, which you'll remember was $3 per click. That number, $5 here in scenario 2, is therefore the max CPC we can tolerate if we want to at least break even on this funnel. So what does that mean? It means that when testing new traffic sources, you can afford to pay as much as $5 per click while optimizing and still feel good about it, assuming that the traffic is of the same quality as our original source, of course. That potentially gives you some major leeway, depending on your niche, to scale traffic without having to hit a home run on your first set of ads. It also means that if you have any back-end higher ticket offers and or recurring income offers, you could afford to pay $5 per click and acquire customers all day long, knowing that the profit is coming on the back end or in month number 2 for a recurring model. Can you think of any other conclusions we could draw when we have the KPIs laid out for us like this so clearly? What about things we could find out if we dove a little deeper?